Red Pride. Look at the roots. It has not even been that long since I planted this guy. Well, up-potted him into his own little container. It's pretty awesome. It's a miracle what these plants can do. Hey y'all, welcome back. It has been a little over a week since our last tomato and pepper seedling video. I should include eggplants because they are the star of the week. Let's get outside and have a look, and I'll explain that, why they are the star of the week, and let you see what they look like post potting up. And it's almost time for them to go to their new homes, so that is really, really exciting. So why are the eggplants the star of the week? Because I've received only 2 orders so far from my husband's work, and both want eggplants. So 7 eggplants already are claimed, and I think I only had 12 to 13 available. So here we are. Here are these guys post potting up. You saw that video over a week ago. They have recovered, I think. I'm keeping those soil cups still fairly moist compared to what I might normally do. Let them dry out a little bit just so they can recover from the shock. Here is Lemon Boy Plus. That was the first plant that I potted up last week. A little bit of sun damage you can see. Remember, they were all bunched together in one container prior to potting up. So everyone's getting a weekly fertilization treatment. I went ahead and put one of those Lemon Boy Pluses into my own garden beds, actually 2. I want to show you the root development. This is after about 6+ days. Look at the roots. This is just phenomenal. It just blows my mind, guys. I'm so impressed with these tomato plants. It's the next morning. The squirrels are at it again last night. They don't even care about these seed windows anymore. They just go underneath and pull my poor bare root strawberries out. They also, this is 2 nights in a row of damage up on my deck. You can see our seedlings I did not get to finish yesterday. So night before, they had destroyed every container here, and it looks like they did try to work on my peppers again last night. Oh my goodness, it's driving me nuts. Up this one and all of these this morning. I'm not sure what to do. It's a constant battle, a constant battle. But so seedlings have been outdoors for 24 hours. I'm thinking 7 days now, maybe 8. And I did get only this section of trays done last night. So I've got this tray and all of these to fertilize this morning. I do have some lists coming in from my husband's work. Actually, I left the list out here last night. So I've got a stack of some orders there. I do have less plants than last year. So I'm thinking I may try to get the plants to donate to the food pantry, not today, but a week from today. I really don't have the time to deal with a lot of seedlings this year and try to sell them to different people and places, and I need them gone. So goal is to get rid of most of the seedlings within the next 7 to 10 days. Also, there are quite a few I have yet to put into the ground. A lot of these are mine up here. A lot of the dwarfs. Well, let's see. I did put some in the ground the other day, or containers. You can see the squirrels actually were digging in here last night too. I've tried cayenne pepper. I've tried the forks turned upside down. I buy the baskets there and overturn them. It's just a horrific, endless battle. And anytime I post a short about squirrels, showing the damage they do, people get on me about, oh, that's nature. Leave them alone. Look at that butterfly, guys. Leave them alone. Let them be. They're starving. They need food. Well, they're not eating. They're not eating anything that they dig up. They just dig it up and leave it to die. It's not a food source. Yeah, people really get on me about the squirrels. All right, so I'm going to get busy. And we'll turn the camera back on in a minute when I think of some important things to say at week 7, 8-ish. Some of these guys are right at 6-ish weeks. Some are actually 8 weeks old because I had a delay in germination due to shipping and or some of the items just had a hard time germinating. Or I had some very, very late germinating seeds that I didn't expect to pop up, and they just popped up. So you can see, like for this tray, these are the same variety. I had some that germinated straight away, and then a few stragglers. So I'm not gonna toss them out. They're good plants. I may even need them myself with all of this squirrel digging, right? Before I start filling orders, I want to take a final count of those that are well enough to go to new customers. So it's a very hands-on job at this point to move from one tray to the other. But let me show you why, for me, it's so important, especially when they start going outside, and especially when they're outside 24 hours a day. I'm moving my nectar cherry tomatoes to this new clean tray after watering, and look, got a nice little critter there wanting to go eat this poor little seedling. So definitely be hands-on with your plants. And so the plants that are not healthy enough, and this one, I wouldn't want to give him away at this point. He's really small, a little puny, a little pale. Plants that are not making the cut, come over here to my hospital section. You see this Lemon Boy Plus. He could recover, but I can't sell him or give him away in good faith at this point, right? So I've got my nice little hospital section. Those plants actually will come in handy later when something happens to some of my plants. So definitely think about keeping a hospital section. Don't just toss them, because you might need them later. And usually those are kind of smaller and they're not really ready for planting out yet. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. It takes a lot of time, but I think it's worth it just to make sure no critters trying to get my plants. Also at this point, it is somewhat common. I'd say it happens at least 1 or 2 times each growing season with my seedlings at this age. I will find eggs, clusters of eggs under the leaves. So as you're handling your plants, feeding them, watering them, moving them around, you want to also give a quick look under the leaves. Not seeing, knock on wood, this year yet. It will happen though, and it's just good to know you have to keep an eye on that. I am not giving away, selling any peppers this year. I tried to cut back, remember, and restrain from planting too many peppers. I just have enough for me. I might have a few populanas, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 to give away, but all the peppers are mine. The eggplants I grew a lot of. It was a very old seed packet. I sold what was left. They all came up. And so I have about 12 eggplants for me and about 12 to 15 to give away and or sell. It looks like I have a pest in this container. I just happened to look over and see that. Definitely the cabbage loopers are out. So I've got this tray soaking. This will be the last tray to get fed. Yeah. You can see the difference in plant height. Some of those germinated super late. Some of them germinated on time. Those were old seeds as well. So here we go. This is the giveaway and or sell lot. I've probably put about 65% of my plants in the ground already, and or containers. That'll be a separate video. I'll show you where I planted everything, trying to get creative and find as many spots as possible, because I have to combat deer, squirrels, cutworms, everything you can think of. Chickmunks, chickmunks, yeah. So these plants have had time to recover, 5 to 7 days recovering, and now probably tomorrow I will start moving them into my driveway to get full sun, because guess what's happened over the last week? Yeah, I've lost my full sun in the backyard. It's now it's almost very part sun, but it has been part sun the last 2 days. So now that these guys have recovered into their own individual cups, they've gotten over their shock, they need to get some full sun because most people will plant their tomatoes out, especially their eggplants, in full sun. So I want to make sure my plants are completely 100% hardened off to harsh full sun conditions before they go to their new homes. That should be probably, I'm going to say, let's just go with Tuesday of next week and Wednesday. I definitely need to get them to the food pantry next Wednesday. Now the sun is out in full force, so the hospital plants are now covered in shade. These guys are getting some nice sun, and like I said, tomorrow they're going out on the hot front yard driveway to get full sun, at least 3 solid hours, and then we'll work our way back up at 6 to 8, I think would be minimum. So we'll try to get up to 6, 7 by the time they go to their new homes. The sun is fully overhead right now. Look at how wilty these poor guys are getting when the sun is just beating down. So we've been running really hot, like 94, 93, 88, 92, really, really hot days. Here we are. The sun has passed behind another tree. They're getting a break. They just look so much better so quickly, guys. Well, so this might be the last time you see all of my seedlings together like this because they are going. In fact, I got a $50 order from my husband's work just a few hours ago. So excited about that because guess what? I have not been to any garden centers to buy any plants, and I'm so ready to go look. So for me, growing extra plants allows me to help the community with the food bank, and also I have a little extra pocket money for new seeds and new plants, and I think that makes growing so many so worth it.